I want to introduce a project that I want to do. Basically, I want to take the top off of a Schecter, the body of a Schecter guitar, remove the top so that just the wood is exposed and it's just and give it a natural finish. A while ago, I got that guitar right there, that one. It's a Schecter Diamond Series CR6. I love it. It's fantastic. The body's mahogany, and if you look at the back of it, it's beautiful. Well, they put this thin cardboard photograph on top, which is, I mean, it looks pretty cool. It looks like some kind of burl spalted, I don't know, poplar or something. Who knows what it is? It's supposed to be. But if you look at it close, you can tell that it's fake, right? Why not just strip that off and have the beautiful mahogany wood underneath with a clear, nice satin finish, so that it's just wood. I love natural finishes. It's really hard to find a guitar anymore with just natural wood finish. I don't know why. I don't care if it's three pieces of wood glued together. I like natural wood. I went looking for a used one and I found one, $395, which is an unbelievable deal. Even if you're not going to do anything to it, if you just want a great guitar, they're all over the internet right now. I guess it's from the economy. People are hurting, Guitar Mageddon, whatever it is. But $400, 400 between $400 and $500 for these things. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal deal. I think I'm going to buy two or three more. So this is the body. I took it apart today, and it's. I mean, it looks great. It's a fantastic looking guitar, but it has this thin cardboard over the top, fake photo stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this off. So this is the wood. I mean, it's beautiful mahogany. I love mahogany. I don't care. Like I said, it's three pieces of mahogany glued together. Don't the grain doesn't match. I don't care. It's not a museum piece. Um, it looks great. I love that. I love that the grain that just pops like that. So that's what I want the front to look like. To prove that this could be done, I just took one of my rasps and uh, I kind of filed away the band and some of the wood because I wanted to see, because some people say it's a 1/4 inch maple cap on top that's glued on top of the mahogany. If that's the case, then I probably don't want to do it. And then others people said no, it's just a piece of cardboard with a photograph on it glued to the wood. And I thought if that's the case, I'm golden. So what I did was I just took a rasp and I basically just took off enough to see. It's terrible camera work here. Um, to see what was underneath, and basically it's solid mahogany with this thin little cardboard photograph thing glued to it. So that's ideal. So great mahogany, solid mahogany. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a heat gun. I'm going to go to Lowe's up the road, get a heat gun. But if you see the banding right here, I can almost pull that off with my finger. All right, if I stuck a screwdriver underneath, I wish I could zoom in on that. If I stuck a screwdriver underneath, you'd be able to see that it looks like it's ready to just come off. So I think if I take a heat gun and I put it on there, that glue will melt and I'll be able to just basically unwind the whole thing all the way around. That's my goal. And then I want to take the heat gun and heat up this little bit right here and see if that glue will melt and if I can just peel it off, like slowly just heat it up and peel it off. That's my goal without burning the wood underneath, obviously. But that's what I'm going to try first. If that doesn't work, I might just buy a grinder. Back when I used to weld stuff, we got those grinders with the basically grind through a weld, cut through stainless steel in a heartbeat. I think that, that's a little overkill, but I might just do that. I don't feel like sanding for 10 days with 60 grit sandpaper. So I'm going to try to find the best solution to get this thing just stripped off the top. Now, some people have said on the internet that you don't want to do this. You do not want to take this off because this area in here where the controls all mount is very thin. And it's true. I measured it with a caliper. It's about 4.5 millimeters. And this area where this has a three-way switch, that's even thinner. So it could be a problem if this cardboard top comes off. you don't have enough material there to mount your stuff and not have it crack. Well, I don't care, because I'm either going to cut a strip of copper or maybe stainless steel, I don't know, and basically just screw it in to here and mount the controls on using the metal. Or maybe I'll just cut a piece of wood, like a very thin piece of wood. I don't know, Purple Heart would look awesome. Padauk would look great. Actually, Padauk would look awesome. Or some black walnut would look really good. And make a mounting plate for that here. So even if I take this down, like if I take this cardboard thing off and I sand it and I only have a millimeter or two left, not a problem, because I'm going to put some kind of substitute mounting platform here. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. And then if this comes out really well, I'll probably do a couple of these and use different woods. And the other thing too is, another reason I want to do this, because I have two other guitars that have pickups I love that I don't like the guitars very much. But the neck is one of those super, it's like a baseball bat cut in half, super round. I don't like those kind of necks. These Schecter guitars have the greatest necks. They're thin and they have jumbo frets. I absolutely love them. So for this project, the next video will be probably like the process of taking off the top, whether it's with a heat gun or just sandpaper or I buy a grinder. I don't know yet. But that'll be the next video. I don't think I'm going to show me, with sandpaper. That's not very interesting. But I'll show the progress as time goes on, and I'll tell you how much time I spent. So if it turns out I have to use sandpaper and I sand for 3 hours, I'll tell you I sanded for 3 hours. Point of this project is that if somebody wants to do the same thing, they'll be able to watch these videos, see what I did, and maybe improve on the process, because if I make some big mistake or something, they'll learn from that. And then they won't make the same mistakes I make, and maybe they'll be able to improve the process also. So that's the goal of these videos. I don't think these videos are going to be more than like 10 minutes each. And I don't think it'll take more than 3 or 4 by the time I get this done. It'll just be the major milestones. I'm not going to show the intricate details of everything I do. That's boring, and it's not useful information. So that's it. So that's the project. I don't have a lot of free time, so especially because it's golf season. This could be a 6-month long project, depending on how much free time I have and how motivated I am. But I have a lot of stuff I need to do in addition to this project.